pure venison, pork fat and seasoning. I've got 7 kilos of venison, 2 kilos of pork fat, 4 onions, cheese and my seasoning mix. That's all the venison chopped up. There's all the blood that was left over. Do not throw that away. That is flavour. Keep it in there. Now I just want to point out, I am not a cooking channel, and as much as I love hunting, and I do a lot of hunting, I'm not a hunting channel. Some people raise livestock on their off-grid properties. That's not for me. I hunt and I spearfish. That's how I get all my food. I process all my own meat myself as well. This is one of my favourite parts. There's just something really satisfying about putting meat through a mincer. I don't know what it is, but I just really enjoy it. So all I'm doing is alternating between venison, fat and the onions which I've chopped up, and I'm just going to chuck it all through. That's the meat and the fat all minced up, so that's 9 kilos now in here, plus those 4 onions. What I'm going to do now is put 1 kilo of water in here, then add my seasoning. So it's really important that your water is as cold as possible. If you live in town, don't use your tap water because it's chlorinated. Get some natural water from somewhere, even if you have to buy it. This is the hardest part, mixing it by hand. You just want to really take your time, mix it as well as possible. Once it is completely mixed, then I'll add the cheese. I can already tell this definitely needs a bit more water now. I've only put in 1 kilo so far. I really need to get a mixer one day. This is so cold, my hand is already starting to hurt. But I'll just have to toughen up. Just going to add this cheese a little bit at a time and basically mix it all over again by hand. I've already filled the tube with the sausage meat. These are hog casings. I prefer sheep casings. I just like a skinnier sausage, but I'm using hog casings because I had these left over from the previous time I made sausages and they need using. So I've had these skins soaking in cold water overnight because they come salted. You definitely want to make sure you get all the salt off before you use them. And also don't forget to rinse them in the inside as well. Just hold them under the tap. And I'm just going to crank away. You just want to be careful not to overfill them. If you just let the sausage meat just come out on its own, and I'm not doing it very fast. I just like to help sort of guide it off, but the sausage meat just pushes the tube out under its own weight. You are going to get air bubbles in it. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that later. And just keep it tidy. I just like to do that. Just get a big coil going so you don't want the skins to get twisted. Yeah, looking good. Almost at the end. Right, I'm just going to stop there because I want to tie this off. Now I'm just going to go around with a pin and just prick all the air bubbles. So you can buy a proper little pricking tool to do this. Looks pretty good. There'll probably be a few more air bubbles when I tie them. And I'll link them up, but I can just get to those once they're tied. I'm going to try to link these together and do it with my hands out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So figure out the length of your sausage, about there is good. Twist it, measure it against the next one so they're the same. Pinch, twist the second one. We lay that pinch bit on top of there, pinch through. Okay, that gives us a double and a third one. Bring that one over there, pinch, then bring that through, pinch, twist. It gives us a spare one at the end, and we're doing links of 3. So once more, there's our sausage, pinch, pinch, through, twist. There you go. It's that easy. A beautiful chain of sausages. So I'm going to do the rest. I'll let these set in the fridge because you want the seasoning to combine with the meat, almost letting it ferment, I guess. I usually leave them in the fridge for 2 days. They'll harden a bit. You just give them time to set, and we're going to eat them then. Isn't that a thing of beauty? God, I love making sausages. You think what it would cost in the supermarket just to buy 6. All this has cost me is a bag of seasoning, which I think was $18, the cost of a bullet for shooting the deer, half a block of cheese, so say $4 for the cheese. Well, there we go, that's all finished. So that is, it's about 12.5, nearly 13 kilos of the best sausages on the planet. There's a little bit left over in the bowl because I ran out of skin, but these are pure meat, organic, chemical free, no lips or assholes, no snouts, pure venison meat with pork fat. Perfect texture inside, nice and juicy. They are incredible.